I am just gonna get so real with you guys right now, like on just how I really felt these past few months. Hey guys, it's Kyra. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're already a current subscriber. This is the first life update that I've done since having 3 kids, and just my life has changed like drastically within the past few months. So we're going to get ready and basically just chit chat about life. Let's catch up. Also, I did have like a few people ask me some questions on Instagram for this video, so I'll answer a few questions as well as far as like if we want more kids. People were asking a lot of stuff, so yeah, we're gonna get into all of that because like I said, my life has just been pretty crazy these last few months of having a 3rd baby. First things first, I'm using this. I literally love this brand and love this lotion. But actually what I usually do, and I just completely forgot, is put this serum on first. I love this as well. I'm actually gonna add this still. This was sent to me in PR, but I've used it for months. And like I literally use it in like all of my videos. You can go and look. So I just feel like on YouTube I can connect with you guys better. I feel like on TikTok and Instagram is kind of like easy to see something quick and be like, you know, have your own judgments, or just kind of like, I don't know, it's just like such a quick form of like consuming content, so it's hard to like really get the whole picture or just like really get to know somebody. So I've always loved YouTube for the fact of like you can really feel like you know someone more. Like I love watching people's YouTube videos too. Then I'm going to be using this foundation. Ouch. So basically we did not know the gender of our baby all the way up until birth, so that made the birth experience like super exciting. I had like a whole birth vlog and I just like absolutely loved it. Loved that moment of finding out. We had a baby boy on June 5th. So yeah, like I said, like I am just gonna get so real with you guys right now, like on just how I really felt these past few months, and I'm gonna try not to cry. I'm gonna do my best because we're doing my makeup and it's already been tons of months of tears. As I'm tearing up already. No, but for real, so basically gave birth on June 5th. You know, came home, got to come home like shortly after, no complications. I literally think it was like 2 pushes or like a push and a half, the nurse said. I don't remember what she said, it was like 2 pushes. Yeah, so birth was like perfect, like everything was so smooth. My water even broke at home, like the experience was crazy. And honestly I might do like a sit down chit chat on my birth experience because, you know, I did a vlog, but I also want to kind of like sit down and talk about it, debrief. But anyway, it went great. It went really well. So we came home from the hospital and I just felt so full. Like my mother-in-law came, my mom came like probably like a month before I gave birth, and she was just here the whole time like supporting me because we didn't know when I was gonna go into labor. Like I thought it'd be early, and I just felt like I was gonna be early, but I wasn't. So she was here. Literally the night I went into labor, my mother-in-law was actually flying in from the airport. So my husband had just left to go get her from the airport, and literally my water broke. So really quick, I love this jumpsuit from Amazon. It is so comfortable. So anyway, yeah, that happened, and like I'm so glad I just had like a perfect birth experience and all of that. As I also wanted to add this primer, Milk Makeup Primer. I usually do this too, but clearly I'm talking too much. That happened, and then I just felt so full when we came home from the hospital, like having 3 kids, like having a boy, then a girl, then a boy. Like I just felt like everything was perfect. My husband literally surprised me with the most perfect push present, which is another vlog. I literally recorded this day. So basically like, I want to say it was 2 days after I got home from the hospital, he surprised me with my push present. I've been doing this on my face forever. Okay guys, my concealer literally ran out, but I'm just gonna show you guys what I typically use, and it's like a little bit left. So if this looks dusty and dingy, this is the one before my last one, so it's probably like really expired, but who cares. And also guys, I'm somebody who copes with things with humor, so please ignore me. Got home and he surprised me with a perfect push present, which was my warehouse, or not my warehouse, but like I've been saying forever I wanted a photo studio in there, and he surprised me with that, and I was just so happy because like pregnancy is hard. Like pregnancy just takes away a lot of almost like, okay, and I don't want to say this because like I'm not speaking like what it will take away from you, but like what it feels like sometimes is like a woman's like independence of her own body, as far as like you can't eat what you want, you can't drink what you want, you can't I'm not saying that it's not worth it or anything like that, but I'm just saying like there's a lot that women can't do as far as like that. and then just like lifting things and, you know, just being more careful with your body, like you're literally living for somebody else. So basically I was saying like I really wanted a photo shoot area, and so he surprised me with that. Like he completely redid it. It was something he had to like install on the wall. So like I said, I vlogged that day. That's gonna be a whole separate video, but anyway, I just remember I was just so happy, so full. Like the kids' reactions to Weston were perfect. They were so happy to meet him. I was so happy. We had help at home. And then a few days later, after getting home from the hospital, 5 days after giving birth, so a few days after we were home, I got a call about my dad. Not gonna get too into the details. So I'm not gonna be sitting on here boo-hooing, but yeah, like the day I found out, if you know me, you know that I'm not a big crier, but like, you know, it takes a lot for me to kind of cry unless I'm like really frustrated, but like I'm not really a big like crier. Yeah. So basically got a call about my dad passing away, and the day that I found out, like I found out late in the afternoon, and I was just like, earlier that day before finding out, I was just like so happy, felt so full of life. I literally remember the day like I was vlogging it, and my husband and I went to like my warehouse, and I was leaving, and I was like, you know what, life just feels so good right now, like almost too good to be true. Like I just couldn't ask for anything more. Like my husband is amazing, the kids are great, like life is just so good right now. And then a little bit later I got that call, and I was just like speechless, like beyond speechless. This is that. I hate like showing you guys what products I'm using as I'm talking about this, but like I just know my dad and know how like goofy he was and how unserious he was. He just like me. So yeah, it's just crazy. Doesn't seem real still. It's been a lot even after that. Like with, you know, death is a lot, and it really brings out like really bad sides of people. So that was something else. So yeah, that happened. And so I've just like really been recovering from that because I was so fresh postpartum and like breastfeeding, all of that. But yeah, it's just like really unexpected. And mind you, a few months earlier we lost my husband's grandma, and then a few months before that I lost my granddad. All people we're like extremely close to, so it's just like life was sucking this year. Feels like this baby, because we didn't know what we're having yet, is just like such a blessing because we just lost our grandparents. And then my dad passed, and it was just like, well, you know, I thought he was a blessing for the reasons of them passing, but it really, you know, it was for all three of them, and that just like hurt so bad. I just feel like I'm getting really emotional talking about it because it's still like so fresh. And yeah, but this was not the main purpose of the video. We're not gonna be sad over here. It's okay, like we're good. This is so much better. Like it's still super fresh, but you know, I got strength from God, and just knowing I have kids to keep pushing forward, keep going. And like I said, my dad was such a goofy person, so it's hard, like whenever I think of memories, it's always like the funny stuff with him, and then it's like, you know, makes me laugh, but it just doesn't seem real yet. So I think like saying it out loud, anytime I say it out loud, I get like emotional because I'm just like, it literally doesn't feel real yet. But that's enough about that for now. So I will say, like, I feel like I have been fine lately. It just like comes in bursts, completely random times. I can't control it. So postpartum, other than that, has been really good, besides like, you know, just having a lot of down moments with that. Here is my blush. I literally hate doing this, and I know like sometimes when I'm on the phone with my friends in the car and we're talking about something serious, and I'll be like crying, I'll be like, I'm so stressed out, and then I'll literally be at Starbucks, I'll be like, 1 second, I'm like, can I get an iced caramel latte? Back to the tears, like, and then this happened. Just like, but let me get that iced caramel latte for real, and croissant for London. But if you know me, I'm such like an unserious person, so just such a hard time, going through a lot, but you know, we're here, we're alive, God is still good. Even when we don't see like reasons for things, the babies are healthy. We got to see him on FaceTime because we live in different states, and he was so happy. Like I literally told him not to tell people that he was born, and he told the whole world, and yeah, that was so sweet. So love him to death. But let's talk about happier things for now, and let's finish getting ready. Okay, let's get into some of the life update questions I had asked in my story. How old are you? I am only 23, guys. Like, that shocks me every single day. Yes, it shocks me too. I know you guys are like, I don't understand how you're only 23. Y'all, I don't understand how I am 23. And why do I have gray hairs? Like, that's a whole nother topic. That's for another video. And not like one, like I for real got gray hairs. Anyway. Only 23. Are you planning on changing your brand name now that you have baby Weston and make it TLKW? No, absolutely not. So the reason I'm not is because I didn't plan on having my brand name after the kids. Like, I planned on it being TLK after my blog, The Life of Kai. This was before, actually I had just found out I was pregnant with London when I like officially launched, but I had been working on my product for a long time, so obviously I have like the TLK logo on the product, so I had no idea I was pregnant, and that was a shock too. But yeah, so no, I'm not changing it because I'd have to change all of my logos, all of my purses, all my products, like literally everything. So no, the W will be there in spirit, the silent W. My husband is so annoying. When are you gonna let your husband get a dog? Never. He says in our marriage contract, because I definitely did agree that when we got married, I would get a dog. But then we just kept having kids, so that's not my fault. When are you gonna get a vasectomy? Answer me that. How have you been? How's the business? I have been good, like I said, tons of random sadness moments, but I do feel like I've been good overall. I feel like I'm getting back into the flow of things, but it's kind of hard. Just hard as far as like feeling like I was getting back into my flow and like being me again, and then like with my dad and just everything else just felt like, I don't know, it just, everything just felt so different. Like nothing that I was doing just felt right, you know? I don't know if I explained that right. Everything was just like, what's even the reason for doing this? Like, I don't know. It was just hard. And how's the business? Really good. I have so many different things I want to launch. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. So it's been good. When will you guys start posting on your family channel? Is that gonna be more consistent? Honestly, on the family YouTube, I think like we are consistent on our family TikTok, or it's like more of like my husband's TikTok now. But as far as the YouTube, I know that my husband's really like good on his personal channel, but it's really hard to find like a mix of all the different channels. So I don't know how consistent we'll be on the family channel, but on his channel, he's good, and then on my channel, I'll be good. I'll be a lot better. So yeah, it's kind of like a mix of like me, the kids, husband, family overall, momhood overall. How's life being a mom of 3? I will say it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of work having kids regardless, but I just like love it. Like I feel like 3 is perfect for us. I feel like I love seeing them interact, and they're just like growing up so fast. I feel like even with Weston, I'm like, how are you already almost 3 months? You're not. There's no way. How has been getting back into the routine with your family since having Weston? Actually really good. So after we had Weston, Kyron just started sleeping in his room like completely by himself. I used to have to like play with him for a long time, get him to sleep and like sneak out, and then yeah, then he was fine throughout the night after that. I need to like get ready while I'm doing this, I'm sorry. But since having Weston, he has been like, I don't know, it's like he just grew up overnight, and now he can just like, we tuck him in, say his prayers, and he just sleeps throughout the night. And now London is actually sleeping in her own room all throughout the night by herself too. My husband like gets her to sleep first, and then she sleeps throughout the night now. It's actually been a really good adjustment. Of course, like a lot of work as far as just like one kid. I feel like they always need something like at the exact same time, but other than that, it's been like really good. People just always ask, how do you manage like your time? How do you do things? How do you stay consistent? Guys, I'm not even gonna lie, it's really hard. It's just like, it's hard, but it's also like something I love. So it's like, it is hard, but it's also not, because it's like, I love doing it, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't make it not hard, but it's just like, I don't see any other way. Like people are like, how do you do it? I'm like, if it's something I love, that's what I make time for. Like you make time for the things that you love. You make time to like, you know, go out with your friends if that's what you like. You make time to, you know, eat out and go to the movies, and or if you like to work out, you make time to work out. So it's like you really just have to make the time when you can if this is like what you love. And I feel like I definitely have always been a really like ambitious person, and I want to make a video of all the different jobs that I've ever had, because it's literally like a million. So yeah, basically more of a story. Like I don't have any specific formula to success or anything like that, but it's really just like I'm just a very motivated person, and I can't sit still for long. Like I can, but like I'm just always like thinking about the next thing that I'm gonna do. I don't know, like I said, I've just always been really ambitious, and then also like not coming from a lot of money, there's nowhere to go but up. Like we gotta keep going. There's this whole thing of like soft life, like don't want to work for money, just want to like chill, and I like 100% get that. Like 500,000 million% get that, and I want that for everybody. I like literally want that. I want everyone to be getting the luxury, the soft life that they deserve, but a lot of the time the soft life doesn't come 100% until like later on in life. So I feel like these are my years to work, to grind, to like develop my businesses, and then later on in life is when I'm really gonna have like a soft life, you know? Like I definitely feel like I have a soft life just because I feel like I've been blessed with like a lot of opportunities and things like that. But as far as like soft life, like not doing anything, those are not my years right now. But I do feel like I have a soft life as far as like, you know, being blessed to like choose what opportunities I want to take, where I want to go, being able to be stable. Like that's something I'll never take for granted. And I don't know, I just don't know if I'm explaining this right. Basically, I'm going to be working, like developing my businesses, and yeah, maybe this just isn't my complete soft life era. But like I said, I do feel like I have a soft life because I do feel like the industry I work in is very like privileged. So I hope that made some type of sense. But as far as like chilling, not me right now. Especially while having young kids. Soft life does not live when these kids jump me. Okay, next question. People always say they want to hear more about my college experience, but like what exactly do you guys want to know? Because I definitely will share more, but that's gonna be like a whole separate like sit down video. Yeah, so I definitely will share more about my college experience. I just don't know where to start. My sister-in-law put me onto these lashes. I am the biggest struggler with fake lashes ever. When I was in Michigan, I used to get lash extensions all the time, and I love my tech. Like they rarely fell out. I moved to Texas, and I was like, I don't want to find anyone else, and like I just don't feel like it's gonna be hard to find someone that has lashes you can really like keep in like she did. Anyway, I would just try to do like strips, and those things would always fall off. It would look crazy. Like it'd be so rare if they actually look good. But then I was like, I just feel like I look like I have no lashes all the time, not being able to do strips good. So that was really annoying. But then recently, like I said, my sister-in-law Jayla told me about these. Baby. And at first I was like, I don't know how well they're actually gonna, like, you know, people that are like really good at like makeup and stuff, or you know, anything that you do, people who are really good at whatever they do, and you're like, oh, you say everything's easy because you're just naturally amazing at it, or you worked super hard at it, so it looks easy. But then I try it and I look stupid. So I was like, I don't know, like I don't think they're gonna be really that easy. I will not lie to y'all. I will not lie. My camera was like overheating, but like look at the difference in these lashes. So like I said, my camera was overheating, so I didn't show you guys this eye. I showed it on TikTok. So now here is the other eye. So literally you go underneath your lash. I know that sounds scary, but it's literally not scary at all. Put it on your lash line, look up as much as you can. But like, that's it. Lash by Kai. And that's that on that. No, but seriously, okay, let's get back into these questions as I keep doing these. So that's pretty much the same thing you do throughout the whole thing. And I literally just pull lashes from different sections on the pack, just whatever I think kind of makes sense. But honestly, like this middle one's a little long, but it's like, who freaking cares? Like you really could trim them with scissors when you're done if you want to. Majority of the questions, let's get into this. Majority of the questions are about if I want more kids. So let's talk about that. No. Even when I was in labor, like I was thinking about that, like kind of sad. It'd be my last time experiencing labor, but I feel like 4 kids is a lot. But then I don't know, so basically my mom, she has 4 kids. I have 2 brothers and a sister, so like she had 2 of each, and I feel like that was so perfect. But then I also feel like 4 kids would be a lot, so my husband would be all for it, but I don't think so. Like it's probably a hard no for me. Yeah, I don't know, but it does make me sad because like I do feel like pregnancy and stuff is like, you know, I'm very blessed, so thankful. Like pregnancy has been very easy for me, and like even breastfeeding and stuff like that, but just everything that comes after pregnancy is, you know, it's just like a lot. Like kids aren't something small. Then I just like reclamp throughout to make sure they're like staying on. Like, yeah, we're good at with 3 kids. We're definitely good with 3 kids, so no, I don't want more kids. But then sometimes, like I was saying in my videos, like the only thing is like, the one good thing about having like 2 of each is like they each have a brother and they each have a sister. So it's like London has 2 brothers, but she won't have a sister. But like obviously you can't control that no matter how many kids you have. I could keep having kids and I could keep having boys again. And you know, so can't control like what siblings they have. One thing somebody asked, do you see yourself having and going out for a girls' night and getting lit like a typical 23-year-old? Don't insult me. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all do not know me. That's why I'm like, I need to start doing more YouTube videos and, you know, having more talks, and you guys get to know me more, because like, are you crazy? Like, do you guys know me? Like, go out? Yeah, I'll be going out. The only thing that maybe like probably seems like I don't go out is because I live in Texas and a lot of my friends are in Michigan, specifically Detroit. I went to school in Kalamazoo in college, so a lot of them are from Detroit. So that's why, if anything, it seems like, oh, you know, you're not out a ton. But like when I lived in Michigan, yeah, like, whew, I was out. Not saying not tons of friends, but like most of the time when I leave, it's like influencing events, which are always fun and stuff. But like going out, yeah, I'd be going out. No, but yeah, this is like crazy. You guys would even ask me that. I'm insulted. I am the turn-up queen. Like, hello. Oh, but that's why it's like funny, like when I listen to like certain music on my TikTok, or, like going places or like hanging out with friends, or like, you be listening to that? I don't know me. But that's my fault. That's my fault that I don't like post enough of myself and stuff. So I will get better. Some of the last few questions I'll answer really quick, and then I will do a whole nother Q&A. But a lot of people said, how do you make it look so easy? And how do you stay motivated on hard days? I feel like I kind of answered the how do I stay motivated one. Guys, I literally just have to do it. Like, I know how it feels to not have money, to like, you know, have things turned off and like things like that. Even when we first had Kyron, like we literally did not have like any money. We were living off of like our refund checks from school. But Kyron was always, you know, well taken care of, and especially his baby shower, like people really showed out. So I just like honestly keep going, like knowing that I have kids depending on me, and like the certain life that I want them to live. Like I just know that unless my husband and I keep going, we keep pushing, keep being motivated, like that's not gonna happen. And I never want to be in the position where I don't have anything to fall back on, because I know how that feels and I grew up like that. And yeah, so that's honestly how I keep going. Like it's just mentally, like I'm just a very ambitious person, so that's how I keep going, just knowing the realities of life and how quick things can be taken away. And then on top of that, I love my community. I love posting for you guys. So yeah, that's not like a clear like, oh, I stay consistent by da-da-da. Like that's just kind of, I don't know. I'll share more of like my morning routine and like my day routines if that helps, as far as like how to stay consistent, and give you guys like a real breakdown of what I do. But as far as just like an overview of like mentally what I think, that's like what I think about like staying like motivated. So thank you guys for hanging out and spending some time with me, getting to know me, getting to talk about my life update, because I'm not even 3 months postpartum. Also Pilates, if you guys do not follow along on TikTok and Instagram, I have been doing Pilates and I absolutely love it. So yeah, be sure to follow me on there. And if you guys plan on working out, we can stay consistent, have a little Pilates check-in. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this little life update video, because it has been so long since I've done one. And this is the first time I've like really gotten ready and done like a full face of makeup in a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned, because I will be posting every single Sunday long videos on YouTube, long form content of videos on YouTube. But yeah, be sure to connect with me on all of my other platforms too.